Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. And if you are looking to join our fantastic community, we do have a link to our Patreon down in the description below. But that's enough chatter from me. We have to listen to the man who rolled a natural one to give the recap right now.
Hi, everyone.
Alrighty.
When last we left our adventurers, we were deciding to go and solve Rosaria's curse needs. She needed a Moonstone so that whatever her curse was would not come true. Because it's a rock and we're in Uthadern, I decided to ask my slightly odd nephew if he knew anything about rocks. And not only did he know stuff about the rocks, he knew that there was a convention for rock hounds coming to town that very weekend. So we did a little research on what the stone would look like. No one had really seen it. They were all sort of speculative, but there was supposed to be one at the convention. So we bought passes, VIP passes for the group, plus one for the nephew, and decided we would all go. In talking about it, we come to discover that my nephew has some interesting qualities. He likes to, plot crimes without actually committing them, just sort of planning them. For if you were to do it, this is how it could be done. As unrealistically strange as it was to be the uncle of that, turns out to be real helpful, because while we're there, we come across the fact that the stone was indeed stolen. And immediately, as I went to wring my nephew's neck, he's like, I wonder how it was done. Looked up at where he would have hung from, and sure enough, found that there was a clue. And then suddenly was like, then it would have taken us to here. So we followed the clues per the crime that my nephew would have planned if he had done it, yet didn't do it on account of I don't know. And he didn't apparently sell the plans to anybody. It's all speculative.
He tried to sell them to Argon.
It's a little sketchy. Tried to sell them to Argon. So maybe he has told. Anyway, all that yet to be discovered. We bust out hot on the trail of whomever is stolen, following down through towns up into the fancier part of town. Oh. Before any of this happens, we met with a guy who was a fence for stones and gems, who basically said, if you guys steal it, I'll pay you.
Gideon.
Gideon was his name. Right. Gideon Swalwell. Okay. So we all know really where the thing ultimately is, but we follow the clues anyway, find the bag that it had probably been held in, keep trudging up the thing, walk into the bar where we know Gideon Swalwell was. I cast Locate Object, trying to find it using the dust from inside the bag of this rock. A probable path appears, and we stopped there, and that's where tonight's adventure begins. Oh, and I turn briskly, because Rosaria has left the game, and Fordrum says, go get the guards, and when you're done, go ahead and join Cade, where your twin swords can be together. Okay.
So, you all walk into the tavern, listening to the loud, bombastic music already starting at this early hour in the morning. Immediately, all of you with a passive above 15, which is Sinclair, and Fordrum only, notice the exact same people in the exact same attire as last night are in the tavern, which points out that they're positioned here, not just frequent flyers of the alcohol. So, you already have the attention of several of these thugs drawn over towards your group.
Is there a magical line going up the stairs to Gideon's room where my locate object spell has maybe drawn?
There is, yes.
Cool. So Vordrum looks left, looks right, cracks his knuckles, and says, I'm going to where this line goes. If any of you are determined to stop me, it will be ugly for you. You can have a chance to leave or get out of the way now.
They all kind of look around the tavern at one another, shrug,
I guess the real question
and it's
is,
initiative time.
wanna?
The arbiter
Do you
has
wanna?
already been notified.
They're paid for a
Yep.
reason. Everybody, click your token and roll initiative, please.
See?
Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad,
you're doing
not
good.
bad.
You're doing good.
I like following
Yeah,
up
yeah,
a 1 with an 18.
All right. You see your token, correct, Ornell?
You're muted, by the way.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Alrighty. Did you roll and put yourself on the tracker? There it goes. Cool, cool, cool.
Actually, don't see him on the tracker.
No, he's on a different layer.
Oh,
I see. him.
Okay.
That's funny. All right, cool. So, at the very top, they all kind of shrug and immediately stand up. Argan, this is your first tavern brawl.
I've always read about these.
Burn it to the ground.
Okay, fireballing it. No.
Hey, that might kill 4 of them.
That's Fortrum's fucking home. That's
I've been doing these all.
Argan's not quite ready to start a fight yet. So Argan's gonna hold momentary stasis for the first person to make an aggressive move towards one of us.
okay. Thanks for the clarification. I was just about to say, Corvus, your turn.
No, I'm not gonna momentary stasis. Corvus would pass the save anyways.
Yeah, right.
We'll see about that.
Corp-
Anyhow,
They're all reaching for their weapons and standing up.
I'm gonna get right in here and attack this
Ooh.
guy.
Do it.
So, yeah. Okay, let's see how that loads. 17 to hit.
17 will hit the thug. 18 will hit the thug. And 23 will hit the thug. You unleash a torrent of attacks against them. So what is that?
26
That's
damage.
15. How much?
26.
26. The thug's still standing,
For now.
but he's bloodied. You unleash a torrent of attacks with Peacock's challenge all over this individual, and he just barely gets down to his actual sword before. Oh! Yeah, he's looking rough. And to clarify, are you lethal or non-lethal?
Not lethal.
Okay. Are you all done, or do you want to action surge?
Nah,
and fuck
I'm all
this guy
done.
in
I'm all
particular?
done.
All right, Sinclair, your go.
I'm guessing he attacked the one below him.
Yes. Can you not see the hit point bar? Should be able
There's a
to.
black
Yeah,
line
yeah,
over
you
it, so
can.
I really can't.
Uh,
I am going to green flame. No, they're too far away for that. Actually, no. If I go right here, I can green flame blade and still arc.
You'll have to jump up on the table. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Hit the one up on the stairs and the one just standing up. 17. You leap onto the table with no problem whatsoever, putting your dominant foot at the very center to keep your balance perfect.
And here's green flame blade.
You attack one, you splash the other. Jesus Christ. Green Flame Blade does splash, right?
Yeah,
You roll
that's
ability check?
the Why did it roll Spirit Shroud?
29.
Hang on. Disregard the 9.
Oh, 9 extra hit points on him. Nice.
Yeah, the splash is the 2d8. So that's the 14.
So both of them take the 14.
No, the one takes 14, one takes 6.
Oh, never mind that.
What?
Uh,
Yeah. That does not look right, but I'll deal with it in a minute.
Alrighty. You get a flourish and attack, both of them. Green Flame Blade is your
Yep.
action, though.
That's it.
Alrighty. Cool. And Fordrum.
Axe is sort of behind my back, shield swings in front of me, and I charge this one up the stairs, doing a shield bash with a 5-foot push, knocking him off the back of the thing.
Give me your attack roll.
What do I do?
Or is that opposed athletics? It's opposed athletics for your bash. Yeah. Do it.
Is it?
Roll your athletics.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I know. You have to do the thing you're kind of good at against the person who's okay. Yeah, you run up the stairs and conk right in the head of this individual, pushing him back 5 feet onto the other map. Fordrum, are you going to follow through with your movement all the way up
Does
there?
he fall down to the lower level? It looks like the stairs turn,
No.
right? Or does that...
No, they go up.
Oh!
That's the way upstairs. So you just whacked him upstairs.
Oh, I missed that. I thought that was not... I thought the stairs turned for some reason. I was trying to knock him off the upper level of a balcony.
No, he goes up.
Damn it.
Were you trying to knock him up and go with him? or-
Now I will, sure.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
Cool. I'll move both.
If that's the way my arrow goes, which I think it does, then I again hit him again. Shield bash.
All right, go for it. Let me move you onto the other map, Fordrum.
Okay.
There you go. You are right here.
Oh! Can I sidestep and hit him? Can I
again?
sidestep hit him? Because this is a hole. Like, I could hit him over that banister, and then he would fall down to the lower level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Now. I go for it.
Same athletics thing. Come on, big number, big number.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
You still beat him.
okay.
Shove 10 feet, fall 10 feet. Roll me 2d6, please. Copy.
No problem.
That's the damage he's taking. Sinclair, I need you to give me a dex save.
Yay!
As this individual is thrown off the map, landing on your table.
Rad.
18. You choose your spot that you want to land on.
Just hop. Swing.
He's knocking over the whole round table. Just, Sinclair, right there. So you leap backwards as the table flies up and flips onto the ground. All done?
You should have let it vault you up to this level with me. That would have been hilarious.
I didn't know if that was an option, but
15, 20. No, it wasn't. All right, so you used all 25 feet of your limited movement, Fordrum, to make it to the upper level. All
Yeah.
done? All right, Gideon's personal guard. Onel. You see this large, bearded, dwarven individual leap up the stairs and knock the shit out of one of the thugs onto the lower level. You know where the personal guard is hiding. You can kind of see them from your vantage point, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. That individual seems to be readying themselves.
Um,
Oh, no, now it's your turn. You just made your deal. Actually, Fordrum, describe what you look like so Ernell can see.
I'm in a breastplate. Not even. It's not. Well, it kind of looks like a breastplate at first glance, but it's not. It's an anvil. It's the symbol of the holy symbol of the Allfather, and at second glance, it's an apron. It's an apron that has metal plates that looks like a smith's apron, and his gauntlets have weird flames etched onto them, and behind his back, he has a pretty ornate, very functional axe and a very pretty plain shield that he just obviously bashed someone, knocking him off the thing. There's a line of magic that is sort of white with a tinge of gray to it that lines the floor. If you know anything about magic, and it's like an arrow, it looks like one of those Fidelity Mutual or Fidelity investment arrows that's going up the stairs and around the corner to wherever it's supposed to be pointing. And you heard probably from downstairs the announcement that this dwarf said, I'm going to follow this arrow to where what I'm going for. If you're in the way, it could be bad for you. And
I will look at the dwarf, look down at the arrow, put my hands up and walk back away from the arrow.
The arrow is heading this direction.
Okay, so I'm going to go slowly back this way.
And are you cool with me saying Onel? Because Onel Cater is...
Yeah. Wait, I mean...
so many syllables.
It'd be one is fine. Onel works too.
So as soon as you start putting your hands up and moving, Fordham nods and goes, thanks, lad.
Are you doing anything with your bonus action? Because you can. I know you can.
Yeah. Not yet.
All right. So that's your turn. Gideon's thugs. This thug over here shouting from the room, you buffoon, I pay you. 10, 20. Fordrum, he picks up a hand axe and throws it down at you. What's their bonus? 18 to hit.
That misses.
All right, he throws the axe down and cling right off your shield. He has multi-attack. Shit, yeah, he has no other attacks. Okay. Just on to the other map, down here. So, this motherfucker needs to stand up, and he's hurting now. He is going to reposition himself behind the bar, giving him half cover, while this guy is going to leap towards you, Sinclair. This guy's right here. This guy's right here. 10, 25. 10, 25. Argon, the guy going after Sinclair, was the first one to react.
So...
momentary stasis?
Yeah, it's a Constitution save. My DC...
He rolled an 11.
My DC is 18.
Rolled an 11.
So...
So, Sin, you see the thug running over towards you, and Argon, what does your magic look like when you pulse it through the individual?
It looks like almost like a clock thrown at him that just kind of wraps around him and holds him in place.
Fortune, I'm sorry. You have to give that after you do that, because it literally looks like a spot.
But
yes,
if anyone at
the
Pepsi
clock...
is watching, feel free to send cash.
Yeah, we'll take it. All that, I'll drink one on stream. I don't even drink soda like that.
I drink Dr. Pepper.
Shh, hush.
We're trying to get a deal with Pepsi here.
So, Argon, the stasis pulses over the individual, and Sinclair, you see them as they're running up to you with a mace, and they just freeze in place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looks like you're safe. Hey, Corvus, you're in your favorite spot, surrounded by 4 large men. So, all 4 of actually, one of them is going to point at him and go, hey, he's one of those rich boys from the Empire. Pretty penny for his royal ass. And the other 3 are now motivated by their promise of wealth. They all have advantage on attacks against you.
Okay.
The first one misses. The first one's second attack is a dirty 20.
Miss.
Okay, second one. A 22.
Miss.
Yep. Miss. All right, the third one. Yep. Okay. A natural 20.
I can't do anything about that, so that hits.
It hits. one of the guys, as all of them are going over and banging their maces against you, your armor, your shields, you're easily deflecting all of this shit. One individual makes the smart move and just slams it against your kneecap while you're blocking high of somebody else.
Dick.
He looks really proud of himself as you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
This one is going to shoot at you. Actually, Forgrim, he can kind of see you up the stairs. He's going to shoot at you, though you have half cover. That misses. An arrow just shoots up the banister from the motherfucker you just dropped down there.
I don't blame him. I mean, really.
Yeah. Alrighty then. 10, 20, 30, 5. Forgrim, you see that big Goliath from yesterday charge down the hallway, lift up their great axe, just gives you a snarl. They're going to enter into a rage and then recklessly attack you twice. 18 misses,
Yes.
right? And does a 20?
Oh, yes.
Okay. He takes the great axe, swinging the first time and bashing against your shield, but uses that momentum to twist it and quickly chomp it down right into your shoulder, slamming into you and knocking you over very slightly. You are going to suffer... Oh, yeah, damage dice. They're fun. Aren't they fun?
Mm-mm.
Oh, those are not D6s. I apologize. I rolled D8s. 17 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
Yep.
I'm gonna do something about that for you. Don't worry.
Argon, your go. You look up the stairs after Fordrum manhandled an individual, and then you see on the cusp of it that very large Goliath now getting to Fordrum, and he hits like a fucking truck. What would you like to do?
I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Mental Prison on him.
Oh,
What
God.
the hell's mental prison?
It's not good for him.
I don't know, but we've been
Can
in
you
prison before, and frankly, they're just never good.
It's
Oh,
You attempt to bind a creature with an illusionary cell that only it perceives. One creature you can see makes an intelligence save. If it is immune to being charmed, it's not. The target takes that much psychic damage, and the spell ends. On a success, they take that much. On a failure, the target takes that much psychic damage, and you make the area immediately around the target space appear dangerous to it in some way. Ooh. Okay, let me roll that intelligence save. It rolled a natural 18
Ooh.
and failed.
Oh, he's got a negative.
its mama is
That's
now in
why
front
I
of
used
it.
this on the barbarian.
Yeah.
Its mother.
Go
is
ahead
now
and
in
roll your
front of it.
damage.
Sonny, what did I tell you?
Uh,
Don't get angry at the strangers. Woo.
He takes 26 points of psychic damage, the damage type he's not resistant to right now. So 13 extra ones on top of that. Oh, wait, wrong direction. That's not that much. Not that much. Hold up. There we go. And what do you make it look like that's immediate dangerous around it?
It's going to be kobolds and trench coats, like 3 high, all poking him with spears, just completely surrounding him.
Fortune, this individual looks authentically very confused and very defensive now, all around him with his axe, trying to protect himself.
I'm trying to see. Is there anything that says if you do damage?
1 second, it's Argon's turn. Argon, are you
Yeah,
done?
that is the end of my turn.
All right, Corvus, you're up. Sin, just mute whenever you're going over that stuff,
Alrighty.
please.
Let's see. So that guy's still standing from before. So let's fix that.
And that's the guy who hit you in the kneecap. This one right there.
Hey, let's take down the one that's already bleeding first. And
That takes him down.
alrighty, then focusing on the guy who hit me.
That guy?
Yep,
Yeah, that hits.
2 24s in a row, so 19 points of damage. And you know what? Now I'm going to burn that action surge because fuck him.
Alrighty, he's looking hurt. Go ahead. That hits for another 7. He's still up. Natural 20. How do you want to do this? I feel like you earned that.
I want to cut off his leg right at about where he hit me.
Oh no. The guy slams you in the kneecap, and in your fluid motion, you continue to stab through the first individual, pull out, look at him, and just swing, immediately turning him into a peg-legged pirate as he drops onto the ground, flailing around, hysteric.
All right, and then my last attack's going to go on the guy above me.
This one?
Yep.
Go for it. To be fair, they were warned. All right, he takes the damage. All done?
Yep.
All right. Sinclair, this thug is still trapped.
Okay, so I did read the verbiage on that. So me attacking it will not break the effect of the spell.
Sinclair doesn't know.
I am going, because I saw the big giant monstrosity beat the shit out of Fordrum. How far is it from me?
About 15 feet up the stairs will get you.
First
Okay.
of all, I was only hit once, and there's no moment where Fordrum looks like his shit has been beaten out. Trust me. Because now the thing after hitting him is all panicked and doing this and scared. So I have that effect on creatures.
Do you want to move 15
Yes,
feet up the
you
stairs?
can go ahead and take your
All
attack.
right.
About.
No, he can't. He's frozen.
Oh, the one right next to me is frozen?
Yeah, that's the one trying to attack you. He's
Oh.
frozen. There you go, Sin. I moved you up the stairs. You see Fortrum. Yeah, he got hit really hard,
Oh.
but he's fine.
You also see his
Yeah.
axe slide down into his hand, where before it was hidden behind his back.
You know what? 15 brings me there. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Hex Blade's Curse as a bonus action. The goal.
On the Buffy.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna move further up and get behind him.
Alrighty. Sinclair's color is that one. Now describe what you look like, Sinclair. Do you prefer Onel or one?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Let's go with Onel.
Onel?
This
Okay.
reptilian individual with scars and purple wisp that surround him walks up with this bone mask and horns. Seems a little fiendish, but out of place. His blade is literally like this glow of blue ice. As he proceeds to envelop the creature that he is looking at in what looks like souls, as he proceeds
Alright.
to start beating the hell out of it.
Very
Go
inviting.
for it.
So he is hexed.
So your crit range increases by
Yep.
1.
And we are going to two-hand strike this guy. So let's turn Hex Blade's Curse on. 'Cause that does increase my damage.
Are you attacking the Goliath or something else?
Goliath.
The Goliath.
Because you have advantage because he's restrained.
Oh.
Yep.
Did not know that. Thank you.
He's afraid of those kobolds. I'm sorry, Fordrum. He's afraid of Fordrum.
Sure.
That's all he knows. He's just the only
Nobody
thing in
else-
front of him, so obviously he's afraid of Fordrum.
We create our own stories. Remember,
Yeah.
we do.
23 hits.
And that'll do 16 damage, and then I can strike again.
Well, half for the slashing.
Okay.
So 10 damage.
Well, it's all slashing, but yeah.
Oh.
Isn't Hexblade cursed
16
necrotic?
halved is 8.
Hexblade's Curse is additional damage based on the damage type of
Oh.
the weapon.
Okay.
So 16 halved is 8. There you
And
go.
then here's the second strike.
Go for it.
I clicked it. Okay. Just had to give it a minute.
That's a 20.
That's a crit. Woo, 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 woo. For 15, 19,
And
halved to
Hexblade's Curse
10.
does go up by 4. I believe, because it is crit, right?
Nice. No, it already. No. That's static damage. The only thing that doubles is your dice. Yep. And you rolled a 7 on your D10, so that's pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay. Hey, you hit him harder this time.
Yep.
All done?
Oh, that's the standard. That's my bonus, and I'm holding off my reaction. So, yeah.
Fordrum.
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
And the thing's doing this still?
He's holding his axe, looking very terrified in a circle as Sinclair just stabs at him twice, and the guy's like very he was hit by Sinclair, took damage. He's more concerned about something around him.
Yeah. Well, he hit me. So
That's fair.
I slide my axe down to my hand, and I'm like, you had a choice, lad. You had a choice. And I look across and I'm like, you should learn to not throw your weapon. You just have no weapon now, dummy. And I'm gonna wail into him, like 2 hands, all of it.
All right, so you're putting your shield away. Okay.
Yep.
18 will hit him
Okay.
for 9 half to 5, and then the 1.
Right. And then I'll hit him again.
26 hits
And
him
then I'm gonna
for 7
action
half to
surge.
4.
And I'm gonna hit him 2 more times.
Go for it. 26 hits for another 5.
Yep. 4.
No, I'm doing my count.
Okay.
The poison isn't halved.
Oh, okay. 23 hits, I think.
Yeah. There we go. That's math. All right, he is officially hurt from all of those attacks.
Yep.
All done?
I am.
Oh no. You see the personal guard beginning to leap over the banister, using his preferred tactics of assassination down towards that masked individual. You have a reaction.
I saw Sinclair and made eye contact. At that point, I would have, and seeing him leap,
Over the banister.
Yeah. I would have launched a blade in his back as he's leaping over.
So, Sinclair, taken aback and surprised by this individual who leaps over the back banister with a dagger, going to dive down directly towards your throat. There's a moment of pause as, what does your psychic blade look like when you throw it?
It looks like a purple dagger made of flint. Very primitive.
You notice the purple flint dagger through the individual and fade as it's about to come in contact with you. And you look over, and now, Onel, describe what you look like, please.
So I am a shorter lizard folk with dark green scales and golden eyes, covered as much as possible in head to toe in robes, and with a hood currently folded down, with pouches and a couple of potions on the side and a small bandolero of regular daggers.
So, the individual is about to get their surprise on you when the psychic blades roll your damage. Oh, by the way, roll again. He's definitely surprised that you attacked him. Just because you might crit. You never
Yeah.
All right. 11 psychic damage.
And then
He'll take the 11.
sneak attack on that if I had advantage.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
For another 16. Yeah, you don't fuck with these types.
Yeah, I love higher level roads.
Right? So the individual stumbles down the stairs over towards you, Sinclair, and now will attack you twice. Sinclair, that is a 23. Does that hit you?
It would, normally.
Hmm?
As he jumps down to stab at me, He instead lands into the ice that now surrounds me. Levistus.
You use your reaction and
ice.
just. The dagger pierces into the shell of your exterior ice, and you see this very toxic-looking green poison dripping through. Oh, that would have
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
That would have hurt a lot.
I have two different reactions. One's for the barbarian and one's for him. So
How big is the ice?
What'd you s-
it
It encapsulates his entire
Oh,
body.
I
okay,
can't
so
be
it's-
harmed while in it. Now, the damage does apply to the ice shell, so I do need to know that number.
Okay. No con save that Ice Shell's taking it. So that is going to be 24 plus 6, which is
81.
30. 24 plus
Yeah.
6 is 30. Plus 14, which is 44, doubled because this is an assassin. So 88 points of damage to their shell.
Okay, I still have 12 points of shell.
Yep. Pulls the blade backwards. Look over at you, Ornell. You're never going to work in this town again. And he'll throw a second blade up at you.
Okay.
Geez, natural 19. I think that's going to hit you. For 6 piercing damage.
I will look at him and say, "You're gonna have to do better than that."
And now it's your turn.
And let's see. So I'll take one step over here, since he's engaged. I'll launch.
He isn't. Sinclair's incapacitated in the shell.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
Oh, he
while
did
he's in
Tomb
the
of
shell.
Levistus. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if that's the case and I can't move, I'll do an aim as my bonus action. And then go for another launch to give myself advantage.
Go for it. 17 will hit the personal guard. Just barely, though.
8. And another.
22 points of damage. He's looking a little rough now. All done.
Yeah, and I'll give him one of the Matrix,
The thug up the stair is going to run over towards you, Onel, and swing his mace at your knee.
Okay.
I thought that was the guy who threw his axe away.
Right, that was his only thrown weapon. He wasn't throwing his mace. So that is a 9 to hit.
No.
That is a 14 to
Nope.
hit. Okay, he's done. Down to the lower levels again, everybody. Hi.
Hi.
So Sinclair is no longer here. Corvus, there are 2 individuals. So this thug is now freed, right, Argan?
Yes, he was free at the end of my turn, or the end of my turn or his turn. I can't remember which.
Me neither.
That's it.
Actually, screw that. He's going to go down towards you, Argan. Yeah, always go after the mage first. He learned that in thug school. Corvus, both of them are going to attack you with advantage because flanking. Right. Okay, that first one misses. Right, okay, that second one misses. 23.
I'm gonna shield
No,
that.
Okay. Okay, yeah, all of them miss. Bing, 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 bing.
They
bing.
now have to hit a 28.
Fuck you. This thug is gonna hit the Argan instead.
Well, that's not really a challenge.
A natural 1 on the first one.
Yes.
A 15 on
Oh,
the
that's a
other.
hit.
though.
I have an armor class
Okay.
of 12.
That is gonna be. Wait. I forget what their damage is. It's been so long since they hit something. 5 points of bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. Then he's going to use a bonus
And then
action.
my concentration save.
You're concentrating on a. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Go for it. DC 10. Ah! I saw the one there. Teased a little bit. I got so excited. I need you to roll me a perception check, Argan. He's using his fast hands feature. Hey, Argan, you don't know what happened to your spell focus.
So
For some reason, he's holding it in his hand.
Oh, I'm taking that hand
What?
off.
It's the one cool thing they can do. All right, so back to the stairs. Gideon's buff guard is going to. He's incapacitated. He can't do anything. Yeah, he's gonna like start.
Come on,
crying.
lad, hit me.
Why are they so small? Why?
Hit me, you big pussy.
He can't hear you. That's all he sees is Argan.
Yeah.
You're up.
you can't hear or see at it. All right. So let me make sure I know that this spell doesn't require components. All right, it's just
You have squirrels.
It's just verbal. So I'm going to Misty Step. 15, 20, 25. To here. That's 30. And then I'm going to Firebolt it. Because I don't have any material components right now.
Good fireball.
20 hits for 18 damage. The guy looks super proud of himself. Let's see you try to wait. What? Oh! And he goes flying forward.
That was mine.
He's really bloody. He's bloodied right now.
Should have taken his chair.
I would have left the chair there because I don't think the chair travels with me in Misty Step.
It's anything that's being worn or carried. The chair carries you, so no, the
Yeah.
chair's still there. Oh, dude, you're standing?
I know, it's terrible.
That must feel so
It
weird.
does.
Anyways, Corvus, your turn.
Alrighty, let's see. Finishing off the guy above. Yeah. Let's see. 27
That hits. That hits. He's just barely still standing.
All right, I'll finish him off.
All right, you take him down. Doot, doot, doot. All done?
I just look at the other guy, just give him this wicked fucking grin.
Sinclair. Your turn.
I'm just checking to make sure
You're muted.
if I can drop this freely.
Tomb of Levistus.
These effects include end when the ice melts.
Until the end of your next turn?
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. It has to end at the end of your
Yeah.
next turn. So, you're stuck here until the end of this turn. You end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's gone. I mean, hey, that stopped him from damn near one
Yeah, it
shot.
saved a lot of damage.
Yeah. Poor Drum.
I'm gonna move so I'm within 5 feet of Sinclair in case I need to block, but then I'm gonna hack into this guy, but only one-handed.
The buff guy?
Yeah,
Shield bash him. Dress
25.
25 hits. You
Do
did.
I think I can
Um,
shield bash him? Like knock him down? Because I'd like to knock him down the thing.
He's barely defending himself. Yeah, you could do that with your second
I'm gonna
attack.
do that. I'm gonna do a shield bash and try and knock him down the
Well,
thing.
Let's take your damage first. So 11 half to 6 plus 4 is 10.
And I used the precision strike with that one.
Yep. So, oh, you are doing precision strike? Okay, so he takes an additional
That was the
8.
additional 8, yeah.
Okay, cool. And now, roll me oppose athletics. He has advantage while he's raging. However, he has disadvantage from being incapacitated. So, straight roll on his behalf. Okay. Athletics, please. Wardrobe.
Okay, come on, big one. Oh, I was still on advantage. I don't know if that's a thing, but
You're fine.
16.
You're fine. 16. Argan, roll your damage. He touches the imaginary kobolds.
Yep. That's 10d10 worth of psychic right there.
Argan, tell me what happens to him as he, brain dead, lands on the ground down where all of you are.
Yeah, as he falls through, he gets impaled by all of them, though nobody sees anything, and he just thinks he's taken a ton of spears to his chest, and he just kind of thrusts out like he's got a whole bunch of pin cushions in him, and he falls to the ground. He has just feels like he's dead, but there's no wounds on him.
Corvus, you see the buff guard drop down to the ground, impaling himself on many of the pieces of the furniture. Look up at Fordrum, who apparently took him down, but that still only counts as one.
3-1.
Hey, you're on the
Corvus.
board.
All right, Fordrum, you still have your movement remaining. You spent 5
Yeah,
feet.
I will go 5 more there so that I can, block for, so I can block for Sinclair if he needs it.
Alrighty. The personal bodyguard is now going to go. Oh, shit. He's engaged with 2 enemies. He no longer has sneak attack
One of my
capabilities.
abilities triggers when he died, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you heal.
No, not just that. A cursed specter. He's now a spirit fighting on our side now.
Jesus Christ. Forgot about that part.
So we now have a spirit of the barbarian fighting for us.
Alrighty. So, the personal guard, he... Bonus action disengage. 5, 15.
Do we not get an attack of opportunity? Oh, yeah. Sorry, disengage. Never mind.
Yep. Action dash out the fucking window.
Well, that's not a very good personal bodyguard.
He rolled a natural 1.
So does he hit the window and
Action.
not make it through?
Oh! You all hear him down the hallway slam into the window, which he didn't anticipate. Dwarven
Gordon
glass.
yells out, "We make
It's
stuff
like all
well."
them birds that see an open window and just fly right into it, and it's actually a freaking glass window. The sliding
Now
glass
it's your
doors.
We even make glass good. Dumb fucker.
Oh, Nell, it's your turn.
I will giggle a little bit, and take aim and chuck another one at him.
Go for it. He is prone, as a heads up, because he fell flat on his ass. So that gives you disadvantage on your attack.
But I could bonus action
Melee.
disengage from the guy who's with me. No, you know what? I'm not going to bonus action disengage. I'm just going to let him do a attack of opportunity.
All right. Yeah, he will. Yeah. Ooh, bad call. He rolled a 12.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't hit.
Yeah.
And then roll up on the prone, and then take 2.
So,
Here's
all enemies attack Argon. Only.
Yeah,
that one,
Okay. Yeah.
they all would have hit me.
and then the offhand.
Jesus. Well, roll your damage because you do crit. He's prone. Well, it's not crit. You don't crit. You sneak
Right.
attack on it. Yeah. Oh, puppy. I expect dog pics later, by the way.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh, nice roll.
So as he's prone, I run up, flick the first dagger into his chest, and then roll forward and grab his face, and then just summon the other dagger straight into his head.
And without any blood other than from his own face palm or face plant into the glass, he dies. All done?
Yep, that's it for me.
All right, Gideon's thug. You're a fucking coward. I'm getting a promotion. He runs after you, Sinclair. Gotta love his work drive, though.
Gideon's buff guard.
Does 15 hit you? Sinclair?
No.
Okay, cool. Down to the lower level, there's 2 more guards still. Well, luckily,
And the spirit.
the one guard and your spirit, but your spirit acts at the end of each of your turns. The one guard who spent last round hiding, so this round he has surprise on you, Corvus. Okay, he misses. The next one's gonna shoot you. Yep, yeah, okay, he misses. And then the one that you shot, Argon, is gonna run across the bar at you. swing at you. That's a 50.
Yes.
That'll be 5 bludgeoning damage. Next attack. All right, that's a dirty 20. Another 5. Oh, he's getting you. He's getting you.
Oh, whoops.
Nah, not
No,
that
no,
much.
No, yeah, I should be at 63. I didn't hit. There we go.
All right, both of them are now dead. Argan, it is now your turn.
Okay. That's a ranged spell attack, isn't it? Yeah, it's a ranged spell attack. All right, I will do sapping sting because that's a save, not a spell attack.
Con save, right?
Yeah, DC 18 con save.
12. How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna pull an energy kind of a mist flows out of him and he just collapsed to the ground, all desiccated.
Oh, just snaps and twists on his way downing.
Just like the first guy I ever
Dead.
killed in this game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good time. Good time.
Good times.
All done, Argan, or do you want to move back to your chair? That's right.
I
Right
want to
there.
pick up my spell focus.
Okay. You grab it out of his hand.
That was mine. That's my turn.
All done. Okay. All right. Corvus. He's not efficient at killing people, but he does it
I
artistically.
get the job done when I have to.
1, 2, a 3.
So that's 25 plus 8
33.
is 30. How do you want to do
I'm just gonna
this?
punch him out.
Oh, so you're not
Yes,
lethaling.
yes. And aside from the one guy with the leg,
Alright.
that had been my intent with all the others.
Oh, you didn't say that, but I'll hold it. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. So, kunk, right in the face as the individual falls down to the ground unconscious. Now there's just this guy back behind the bar.
I'm just gonna point at him like he's next. And that is my turn.
Sinclair, your spirit of the Goliath flies up here with these hollow eyes.
Mhm.
What do you command it to do?
Well, I know the boss is right here. So,
The boss's room is this room over here.
oh, I think he was out here with us. I guess that was
No,
someone else
what?
that I was looking at.
Do you see a little old man
Okay.
who can barely walk?
Deal with this thug here, and I point as I walk by it.
All right, go ahead, move up, and we'll just drag the Goliath up here to fight on your behalf. Have it make its attack rolls, please.
I do not have the statistics. However, I do know that it gains a bonus.
What's it called?
It is considered a specter. It's in the monster manual. And it gets a bonus to its attack rolls equal to my charisma modifier, which is 5.
All right. In the future, let me be aware of these abilities beforehand, especially if you need character sheets for them.
Okay. It's just from the Hexblade. I barely ever get to use it, so
Right. It's just one of those
weird ones.
so we don't
Yeah.
bog down the session with this. I gave you the character sheet. You can edit it afterwards, but for the time being, just roll off of that. And here he is. Rah!
Okay. And we'll just do this, and we'll just add the 5 in afterwards. So life drain.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh,
And we take static damage for NPCs. We don't roll.
okay, so
whatever
static
the
is
static
10.
damage- 10 damage?
Yeah. That's the number
he
before the
takes it.
3d6, right?
Yeah.
Let me look at the sheet.
And then the
Yes.
target must make a con save, DC 10.
Oh, wow. 18.
Okay, it's fine.
Wow. Hey, guys, he did something. He might be the best thug ever.
He'd be promoted if he survived.
Oh no.
And
He will take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
against you,
that's
though,
what I
Sinclair.
figured.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
that will hit.
Okay, 5 points of bludgeoning.
All right. I finally taken
Now
damage.
you may continue.
First time I've actually taken physical damage.
Yeah. People.
We know where the boss's room was because we've been in it, right?
Yeah, I pinged it before. It's right here.
Okay. I'm heading to that door.
Go for it.
5,
You've already moved
10,
15 to get there.
15, 20,
So you
25,
can 15 right there.
30,
Dash over to here.
and dash.
All right, the door appears to be locked. Oh, he was ready. All done?
Yeah, I believe a dash is a action, right?
For you,
Yeah.
it is, yes. Fordrum,
Huh? So,
you see the ghost of that Goliath now fighting this guy, and Sinclair told it to do it.
all right. Well, I never let a ghost do a man's work. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it twice anyway.
Go for it. Jesus Christ. Were you doing a maneuver for your...
Oh, I have it on. Sure, I'll do it. Whatchamacallit, the accuracy one, whatever that's called.
All right.
Precision.
So 13 plus 5 is 18. He's just barely still standing.
So then, yeah, I'll just hit him twice. Maybe not.
11 just barely
Oh.
hits. They're not wearing their armor. They're just trying to blend
Right.
in.
So yeah, so
how do you want to do this?
I basically hack into him, and he's like, and he's down, and I'm like, you poor dumb shit, and I'll just flatter the blade across his forehead, just flang,
Donk. And he collapses down the stairs. Bump,
and I'll
bump,
just
bump,
let
bump,
him
bump,
keep,
bump.
like, I'll hop over him if he rolls under me, or he'll go through the spectral one.
Alrighty. Now you have your movement.
Well, I'm not gonna I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alrighty. All done?
Yep.
Oh no.
Finishing with the weakling guard. I will walk out of the hallway. And seeing Sinclair at the door, start to approach that way. That's 30. And I'll give it another bonus action dash.
Do. And Gideon appears to have locked himself inside of the room.
So I see him. I saw him try to, or see him trying to handle it because it seems locked. I still have an action.
Oh no!
so
Can
I
you
will
turn
go
off your? Can you turn off your camera? You're starting to lag out a lot, and that
Sure.
could lessen your upload. There we go.
Cool. So I'll. I still have an action, so I'll go ahead and I see him trying to open it, so I will go ahead and unlock the door. With
Roll your thieves' tools check utilizing dexterity. 26.
I don't have advantage.
Wait, you don't have
so
advantage.
15.
Oh, 15. It's a basic lock on a tavern door. It's not that complicated.
Right.
Sinclair, you see this lizard folk, the first lizard folk you've seen in a very long time.
Good work, man.
Walk up next to you, unlocks the door. Ding.
Good work, man. You
Yes,
do our
buds.
race proud.
We have much to discuss.
Indeed. Let's first kill this asshole. who
Careful,
robbed people.
lads. That door could still be trapped.
This thug over here is going to place his crossbow on the table, pull the fork from when he landed on the table out of his arm, and back out the back door slowly, Corvus.
probably the smartest thug in this tavern.
Argan.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess I'll dash and head up the stairs.
Sure thing, sure thing. On foot.
Yeah,
too.
on foot.
Oh,
I'm slow in the chair and I can't dash. So I know it's not only.
So how much more movement?
I
did you
stopped
have?
30. That 30 was to where I was at. So I have my full dash.
All right. So right here, I put you on the map. Go ahead and move yourself your extra 30.
$20, 25. And we'll move to here. 30. Okay. And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. At this point, Corvus, do you wish to hunt down that last guard?
Nah, he can get away.
All right, let me move all of you on here then. You can meet up with the party. I put you on the map. They're all right around here. And we're out of initiative. You unlock the door, Ornell, and as soon as it's unlocked, it opens up, and you all hear Gideon from inside. Persistent. I would love to hire you all.
Give us back what you stole, and we can talk.
If you all wish to move into the room, feel free. Gideon smiles over at you. If I gave you this back, I would have to, well, pay back a very large sum of money that was given to me already. And I didn't steal anything. He looks at Onel.
True.
You ordered the theft. You're guilty for the theft. We can wait till the guards get here. They'll say the same thing.
And we have your man in the other room that's willing to testify.
Roll me a deception.
That's
check on
actually
that.
true.
No, it's not.
The
Ew.
spirit is under my command for the rest of the day. I can have it tell this guy's entire criminal history.
Let me read that ability. Let's see if the spirit retains all of its memories it had in life. Roll it in chat, please.
All right.
That's a huge difference. When you slay a humanoid, you didn't slay it. You just heard it. You're not the one that killed it. Argan technically is. So yeah, deception check if
Okay.
you still want to say that.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Go for it.
And it's deception. $24.
I still have to roll. He has a possibility of beating that. Well, I guess that's what you get for poor employment. I relinquish this gem. The stone, I'll tell you where I stashed it. If I do this, you allow me to walk away right now. If you don't take this deal, I will not tell you where I hid it, and you will not find it, no matter what.
I look at Forgem and say, "Do you still see it?"
You sense it's on him, but it's supposed to be big enough that you would see it, but you don't see where it's at.
Yeah. I mean, sort of. It's sort of on him. But I can't really see where.
You put the gem in my hand. You have my word. I will not harm you as you leave.
And what about the word of your allies? You all will let me walk away. Do not stop me. Do not follow me.
I don't care if he leaves. I'm good with it.
We were just asked to return it. Hunt it down, return it.
He'll look at Corvus and at Forgem and at O'Nell.
Our
nod.
business is concluded.
If I go down, I can drag you just as far as I go.
Looks at you again, O'Nell.
Potentially, but they would have to find me first.
Do we have an understanding then?
Looks at everybody else who's still yet to confirm or deny anything. And he definitely notices that.
I'm listening to see if I can hear the guards arriving or not.
Roll me a perception check.
See, we're not going to stop him. The guards might stop him, but that's not on us.
Is this door unlocked here that's right next to me?
That's the best I can do.
What, this one right here?
Right here.
That's a window.
Oh, is it unlocked?
Yeah. These are not windows that like unlock and open. They're in a wintry landscape up here. So they're just glass pane enclosed.
Okay. I will slowly make my way over to this door.
Okay. That's to the outside balcony. And yes, it is unlocked.
Okay.
Forgem, you don't hear them approaching yet. And you can usually hear a large sum of guards from a couple of blocks away.
So then I'm dragging my feet a little on my agreement.
If you put the gem in my hand, our business is concluded here.
I need their words. It means something to both of us.
Both?
I need to do. Oh,
What do you mean by both?
Smiles.
you're one of. Okay. He uses contracts like I do.
No. Dwarves, particularly from here, their word means a lot to them. And you're considered an outcast and a scum if you go back on it. Or we wait for your gods to arrive, and you or them will never find it.
Very well. I will let you pass.
I'll look at you, Corvus. You're the last one.
Sorry, I actually had to get up for a minute. I just got back.
Would you agree to Gideon that if he gives you the stone, where he hid it someplace he's convinced none of you would ever find it, that you let him walk out unscathed, unabated, unstopped, and you all go your separate way?
Maybe if you sweeten the pot a little.
Whatever is in here, have fun. I'm sure it means something to you all.
There's your payment right there, Corvus. Maybe you can start paying back some of the debt.
Corvus doesn't have debt.
Who has?
Cade,
Oh,
he's
Cade
gone.
had the dad. Okay.
Cade or Corvus. You look around and he has some nice things in here. Presumably expensive things.
I mean, I'm not going to make the decision alone here.
You're the last person.
Well, you're the last person to answer.
It's kind of hinging on you.
He can tell you're noble.
say
He knows
sure.
your word means something to you. Okay.
And I reach
So
my
he will
hand out.
stand up. He will stand up, walking on his cane as a very small and frail old man. Waves his hand, and you see the Moonstone appears.
Is it real?
He waves his hand again. It disappears.
I can do that in a moment.
Waves it again and places it down in your hand, Fordrum.
Is it real? I squeeze at it a little.
It's solid.
Does it look like?
It smells weird
Yeah.
compared to many of the stones you've smelled and held. It's heavy.
Right.
Even though it looks like it should be not that
Can
dense.
I insight if he actually gave us a real one or not?
If you would like to.
I'm gonna more simply. Is this where my locate object is pointing?
It's in your hand,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Then I
Sinclair.
then
hard
I
to tell.
hold it to my side and step out of the doorway for him.
If you all do seek employment in the future, I'd love to work with you.
Uh-huh.
And he just walks out of the tavern, unabated by any of you.
Such a generous offer.
Hey, Fordrum,
Yep.
put that in the bag. The lead line bag.
Why?
So he can't see it anymore if he's using magic?
If he takes it from my hand, the deal is off and we'll kill him.
Okay.
And then you can make his dead corpse tell us where it is. Which
That is also true. I did not think about that. We could have just straight up.
Yeah, no,
but
I know. I had to weigh that. That was all that I was trying to weigh. Is like,
But
wait a minute.
If
They
he
just
had
kill
put
you
it,
to make you talk.
if he put it in some sort of demi-plane and he was dead, he probably would have been able to retrieve it.
Oh, is that
True.
a thing?
Demi-planes do exist. Mages use them a lot to put items in safety.
Hmm.
And they're generally keyed to the person that creates the demi-plane. It's possible you could have lost it forever had you tried that.
This
Huh.
is true.
All right. Good
So-
wisdom.
At this point, I would like Corvus and then Argon to both describe one another for Onel.
Corvus is a well, not much better to describe him than Fishman, who isn't exactly the tallest in the group, but he's rather well dressed, and he's wearing a fine, a rather, what's the word I'm looking for? Ornate suit of plate armor. His sword is long and it has like a ribbon off the end with a single feather attached, and his shield looks rather mean and rather dark in color. Yeah, that's kind of all he's got right now.
Aren't you actually the second tallest in the group?
He's
No.
only 5 foot.
How tall is Sinclair?
Like 5'3".
Oh, okay.
Argon's the
5'4".
tallest. Okay, sorry.
So Argon is a 7.5-foot Goliath. 7'4", I think, technically, but close enough. Thin for his race, gray skin, dressed in robes, with bands of arcane symbols tattooed across his body. He carries a very large book. And you don't you haven't seen his chair yet.
Notably, his legs do look pretty scrawny, even for his size.
He's standing kind of odd, like he's not used to standing.
So yeah, that's what everybody looks like in this party, and they all seem to be having a fairly casual conversation, given, well, you know exactly who they just fucked with, but, you know.
So while they're having their casual discussion, I will casually make my way towards this door over here and mention to them that I am glad to meet you all, especially you, my masked friend. We have much to discuss, and we should meet in the morning. Don't worry. As long as you're in town, I will find you. But I do not wish to be here when the guards arrive.
I understand.
And then I'm going to step out the door and disappear.
Like a wisp.
Just want to roll it.
Sure. Oh, wow, that was
I
pretty
think I
shitty.
might
for
be
you.
the
That's
only
my
one that
minimum roll.
might be able to see him
No, you couldn't.
if I was actively.
If you were actively, you'd
Yeah.
have a chance. None of your passives hit his minimum.
Because I have the bullshit mask right now.
Yep. But yeah, Onel disappears.
I look around at all the shinies in the room, and I look at Forgem and Corvus and Argon and go, well, if you want additional payment, I guess you could theoretically seize anything here as compensation for, and I look at Argon, who's actually got a bloody lip from being hit. For the
Some of us actually get stabbed, so
yeah. We do?
yeah, some of us. Some of us has half your
For the
armor
Lyceum.
class.
Hey, I'm only at a 16. I'm just as squishy as you.
I'm at 12.
Jesus Christ, that's a choice. That's.
I just have ways into mitigating it.
Anyways, back to the game.
You know, we're gonna get paid. I believe it was 5,000 for finding the Moonstone,
10.
or was it 10?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, but if this was his stuff, there's no reason to let him come back to it.
No, we're going to take everything in here.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, choose a portion of the room and roll an investigation.
I am going to roll with
your tokens.
investigation, and
Oh, Nell, did you want to sneak something since you had intimate information before you left?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand. See if they notice you just quickly come back in and take something. Yep, that's about right. Okay. You would have two options of what to take from him or no before anybody could possibly notice you. Option number one, you know where he hides his planner for intrigue. So what transactions he's going to have with who in the coming days and weeks. Or you could take his purse change, which is a purse he keeps in here, not on his person, and he uses to toss to whichever guard goes out and fetches him whatever he wants or desires.
I would grab his planner.
Okay. Then you yoink that and leave. Okay. Sinclair moved to his spot and is investigating. Everybody else, all three of you want to investigate the bed?
No, I'm investigating. Argon would investigate the desk.
All right.
I
there's
just
the
don't have
desk
my
right there.
map loaded properly. I'm gonna just
Uh,
refresh and just
Didn't load?
not for me.
Well, if you look at the stream, you'll see. You're standing on the bed right now.
I can't even see my token.
Ah, you have vision, so yeah, that's on your end,
Yeah.
I think.
I agree.
You can always try deleting the token and then replacing the token.
Well,
Sometimes
I mean, I
roll
just
20
can't
hiccup.
He
see
can't.
anything.
He can't delete anything. Here, let's try global illumination. See if that turns everything on.
Just put me up in the upper right corner of the room.
The bed.
Can you see now? Do you want to investigate the bed? You're at the bed.
You know what? If I'm the only one still there, then sure, why not? Why not? Ah, hey, just turned on for me.
Yay! I just gave you all global illumination. All right, so Forge Room, you're going over to the couch.
Yeah, just the corner by the couch.
Oh, wrong button.
Okay, all right.
Attack the bed.
Chop it up. Challenge it.
Tab.
That's more like it.
You and the bed start floating.
How are you doing this?
All right, so Sinclair, you're looking at wherever you're at right here,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if that's like a table or
It's a dresser.
Okay.
That's a dresser. Yeah, there's an end table over here. There's a dresser over here. There's an end table with a couch over here. Argan is at the desk. So yeah, that's where everybody is.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4 investigations. Alrighty then. Sinclair, where you are standing, you start going through the dresser. You open it up, you start rifling through different items inside of here. Many of it does look like just generic fine clothing for a very scrawny old man. Very well updated though. From what you've seen around town, this is what people of modern, like very modern generations would wear. But going through, you find a pair of shoes. These are very classy loafers that are made of this red leather. And you recognize the very fine craft and make of this red leather. As well, there were many cobblers back in your era who would make shoes this glorious and beautiful from various unique different leathers from different creatures. They're expensive as hell, and they remind you a little bit of home.
Okay.
Though his feet are much smaller than yours.
I'm gonna pull those out.
Alrighty. Next, Argan. You go over to the desk and you immediately see a spot where a day planner would be, but it's missing.
Okay.
You didn't see him swipe it before he left, but who knows? Arcane tricksters and all that jazz.
Yeah, they do funny things.
Instead, as you rifle through the desk's drawer, you find a purse. And it is not just a coin purse. This is a purple velvety looking purse that jingles very heftily with coins inside. You open it, it's nothing but platinum.
Nice.
Yep, you chose the good spot to investigate. Fordrum, you get over to the end table near the couch and you find his incredibly well-crafted chess set. It is pure marble pieces, all hand-carved and etched and beautifully as well. The base of each of the pieces are covered in a very fine felted fabric. This is incredibly valuable and incredibly well made.
Cool.
And I believe that's every... Oh, no, Corvus!
No change in the couch. That's what you're saying. No coins fell in the couch. Got it. Cool.
No. Yeah. You found a chess set that's worth 180 gold.
Yeah.
Corvus, you look under the bed. There's nothing there. You look under the sheets. There's nothing there. You know, come to think of it, you don't know what expensive things look like because you just grew up around it all the time. So, like, this just looks normal.
Yeah.
However, you do notice one of the feathers popping out of one of the pillows matches the feather on your blade. So that's peacock feathers.
Ooh.
And you know a lot of people boast a lot about how good peacock feather pillows are.
I got a new pillow.
Or 3.
Or 3.
So the pillows don't belong to the inn?
No, he brought his own
Wow.
pillows.
Okay.
What kind of poor person do you think he is?
I don't know. I just
Sir.
Yeah.
Just
Uh,
and around the time that all of you investigated, you hear the stomping of feet from the guards coming up the stairs. They look around, taken aback by the bloodbath that occurred downstairs.
That was Corvus.
make sure your phantom doesn't go attacking things.
It's not really
yeah.
there.
I didn't know I had to get the actual killing blow.
Yeah. Forger, one of the guards looks over at you. Tendith.
Ah.
Tendith is his name. Yep.
I'm gonna need an escort back to the convention. We've retrieved the stolen Moonstone.
That was literally being reported as your friend came here to report that you found
Yep.
it.
Yeah, we were at the place when it was reported initially, and we were hired to go find it.
You want to work on the guard?
Maybe.
Be completely
When
fair.
we're back in town, sure.
Forger was the one that was noticed it was gone in the first place.
I did.
They wouldn't even know it was gone if it wasn't for Forger.
And his
Wow.
cousin helped us track him down.
I bump
Red
Sinclair.
Blade family strikes again, huh?
I bump Sinclair and like just nod, just shake my head. No. We're gonna keep my weird cousin out of it.
We don't encourage any of his activities.
Well, wait.
guys.
Before this is over,
I do.
before this is over, I'm gonna try and get him a job as a detective. But
That's what I was trying to do.
yeah, but for now, this is not the guard that we have that conversation with.
Okay.
I'm waiting till we get
Um,
higher up.
but we did find it. We are wishing to have an armed escort back to the gala, I guess is the best term for it.
Center?
Center.
Convention.
To return
all
the
right.
merchandise back to its rightful owner.
Of course, yeah.
Here's what
You three. Come on.
Here's what happened here. So we found the clues of the person who did the thieving. We found this. And I explained the loose tile, the open grate, the
Clothing that we have.
the stash bag, which we found, and then prior to all of this, we had confronted this person who was in this room and explained to him that we were looking for it. He asked if we wanted to steal it for him, to which we obviously said no. And then subsequently, when it was stolen, we suspected, and all the clues brought us right to here. This whole bar was filled with his men. That's why there's dead people downstairs. And he had hidden it away in a different what'd you call it, Argon?
Demi-plane.
Yeah, he had hidden it away in a demi-plane, and so the only way he would retrieve it is if we left him alive and let him walk out. So we have let him walk out. He's an old man.
He
I
couldn't
know.
have gotten far.
He might have gotten far. I think he was magical.
Fan out. People, we're looking for him. We have the description.
Oh,
Try to find this
is
old
there
man.
paper on that desk, Argon?
Human?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, hang on a sec. So I go over there, and I'm going to actually sketch what I think the guy looks like.
Are you proficient in any type of drawing?
I'm
At all?
proficient in so many artistic things, it's ridiculous. But to make it real fancy, I was going to use my, I was going to try and use my channel divinity.
To embroider the
Create a portrait. Beautiful portrait.
My
of him.
artisan's blessing channel divinity. And create something that's a 100 gold piece value artistic rendering of him. So
It's almost. How did you make it look almost three-dimensional?
I'm going to be like, there you go.
Kiara shading.
Faith.
Why is he watching me? Is he watching you guys?
Yeah, no matter which way you look at it, it looks like.
So creepy.
Well, it's a blessing of the All Father. So
Oh, blessings. all right, everybody. He starts advertising it to everybody. And then he and 2 other guards are going to escort you all back to the convention center. Now, oh no. You came to this city with Gideon, of course. However, you were also with a handful of other people that you have worked with in the past. One of which you just murdered in that hallway. Not saying he didn't deserve it. He's kind of a prick.
Never liked him.
Usually a prick. Yeah, he knew how good he was at being an assassin and always made fun of you for not being one.
Yeah.
Even though technically you're a lot better at it than he
It's a
is.
one-trick pony kind of thing, you know? Never good in the job.
Exactly. But there is one swell fella who actually started this business, or onto this line of business, with you from Marquette by the name of Vaigu,
Mhm.
a turtle. And he's the one who works the stalls. Always the front man, guarding things. Big, tough, strong motherfucker. Like, he's hard. He would be hard to kill if you wanted to. But he's at the convention center. Once you slipped out, what would you like to do?
So I know where Vigul is staying, right?
Yeah, he stays in this inn, but right now he's at the convention center, being the public eye for selling all of the nice things that Gideon finds and then sells legally, mind you.
So I would probably hang out in the roof until the heat died down at the inn, and then find my way into Vargul's room, and use a forgery kit to duplicate the journal.
Ooh, for him?
Yeah.
Very good. Seems his next 6 weeks were all spoken for.
Okay.
He had plans for the next 6 weeks, detailed plans.
Okay.
So you can very easily write all of that down and leave it there for Vi.
Okay. I'd like to make another one for me, and then see if I can find Sinclair as a gesture, or Gideon as a gesture of goodwill to give him back his journal.
Roll me an investigation to try to find him. That's going to be hard.
Nope.
Gideon is good at disappearing, man. For such an old man, you've never seen him do anything. But for some reason, when he wants to disappear, he's gone.
Okay. I have an idea where his next appointment's going to be.
Oh, yes, you
And
do.
Vargul,
His next 6 weeks.
was Vargul working with him?
Vigul always works for him.
Okay,
yes.
so then I'll leave him the journal and tell him to return it to Gideon. Yeah, and then I've got the copy. So, actually,
Okay.
can I do an Arcana check on it to make sure there's not hidden messages somewhere?
Sure. Now, keep in mind, all of this is happening over the course of a couple of hours.
Right.
Okay. Like,
Oof.
Uthadern is large enough, it takes you much longer than an hour to walk.
Right.
16 on your Arcana check. He definitely uses some type of code when he writes, like beyond just thieves can't. It's a personal code that he would understand.
Okay.
Given enough time, you could probably translate it and figure out what it meant, but you would need at least one reference point before then and enough time. As for archaic means of hiding things, he had plenty of precautions. That didn't seem to be one of them.
Okay. Then I'm happy with the copy that I made of it, and then I'll leave that for Vargul with a note to return this to Gideon, with a special, from me as a gesture of goodwill.
All right. Now, back to everybody else. Everybody else, you make your way back to the convention center. You see Hornorn, Jane, and Mo Jane are both back to hanging out with each other at their stalls, but the hype of the crowd seems to have died off. Believe it or not, a rock convention does not have more than a couple of hours worth of content to actually go through before you've seen it all. Sakura is one of the last remaining individuals here, and Vaigu is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, he isn't?
Ah, he seemed to have left,
Oh.
disappeared even, as well as everything from his stall.
Darn. I was gonna tell him what happened. We just walk in straight up to the guy who lost his stones and go, "Here you go. We've retrieved it."
Hornorn reaches out the sun to grab it, and Mo yoinks it from your hands quickly.
As promised and delivered.
The individual who did this, who stole it, are they dead?
All of his men are, and he's being hunted by the guards.
The individual who arranged it is also being hunted for by the guards.
Had we killed him, he
Well-
never would have retrieved your item.
Yep.
Of course. Thieves. They're all so disgusting. Very well, Hornorn, pay them what they're owed.
So,
Yeah, here's your coin. If you would like it in coin. form.
well, you did
Here's
say
coin.
we could have a small piece.
That is a question that I was going to ask. Is would
Would that
it
small
be
piece?
possible to take a portion of it? And
Hornhorn.
wait. I know this seems really, really like a stretch. Can we just spend a moment having a friend of ours stand near it? And you said Sakura was there?
Sakura is here, yes.
I look at her, since I know that
She's a lunatic.
what's her name? It's
She's eating kettle corn right now.
and I know Rosaria isn't here to test it on, so I walk over and I go, "Excuse me, can we borrow you for just a moment and tell me if you feel something when you stand next to the stone we've just retrieved?"
You got it back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. And she goes over towards the stone. Hi, Mo. How have you been? Ooh.
I just smile as soon as I see her have that reaction.
She gives you a big smile. And it's at this point you know she has canines and yellow eyes.
Yeah. Oof. Got it. So I say to him, I said, one of our goals was to be able to hopefully take a small sample that could be made into a symbol of one of our friends' faith. If you would be willing, I would gladly fashion it in a way that will probably beautify the stone opposed to. I'm capable of jewel cutting and such.
Roll me a persuasion.
We
for
still
it.
have the gem that he last cut. And we could show that as another jewel that he's cut.
There's my persuasion.
The value of this stone lies in how together it
Truly.
is.
And if it wasn't for us,
Sinclair, let him ponder. He's already had a
You're
hard
right.
day.
I understand. I'm sorry.
You're right though.
And
Hornon, supervise and assist him with the cutting. I assume you have a factory here that you can work out of.
do.
Horn, if they take even the slightest sliver off of this chunk that would be detrimental to its true value, you're not getting a birthday this year.
I look at the boy and I'm like, you'll get a birthday, lad.
And Horn will take the stone, and Sakura will walk right beside him and go, "Oh, I'll watch it while you move it. Don't worry."
Mm-hmm.
And her eyes do not ever leave it. Like, she doesn't even blink.
Sure.
I will tell him to, if he wishes to display it in the future, to have a means of magically protecting it.
I do have a means of magically protecting it, and we have mundane means of protecting it. I don't know how anybody could possibly have gotten that.
I just don't want you to be discredited again.
As soon as he says that, I look around for my nephew because I don't want him to blurt out right now. Like, I just want to eyeball him and be like, "Sheesh."
He also has kettle corn.
And canines and
No.
They're not real.
Sakura moves fast. Yeah, they're fake. They're plastic inserts. I have contacts.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just don't want you to be
Horn.
disrespected like this ever again. I know business is important. And image.
Of course. Yes. And I don't know. I'll contract a grander mage in order to craft our magical protections if possible. Anyways, yes. Go cut the stone. Bring it back here.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna pray and ponder it as we walk to the shop, because it's denser than normal stone, and it's there's a lot about it that I don't really.
You've never worked with a stone like
Yeah.
this before. Texture of granite, but weight of
I know.
onyx. It's so weird.
So weird.
But you make it over to your cousin's shop as all of the diggy hole dwarves are leaving, all covered in dirt, soot, smut, everything, as they're walking out, and all of them pass you, Forge, and go, "Hey, man." Each one gives you a high five. "Hey, how's it going? Hey, man, good to see you. Yep, that's good. Hey, join us down there sometime. Hey, man, I got a diamond the size of my head. It means his dick. Hey, shut
Would
up."
it be disrespectful to clean a dwarf as they walk by? I don't know the policy and procedure of cleaning
just let them be their
Okay.
own lives. You don't need to tend to everybody. They're gonna be fine. They like being dirty. It shows the day they spent. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get used to your culture is all.
Yeah. Smile, say
That's
hi.
how you get 14. That's how you get 14 prospectors immediately jump
Yeah.
your ass.
Okay.
That's,
I thought I'd ask.
sorry, 15. I think Forger might actually join in on that.
Smiles.
You disrespect.
Yeah, smile, say hi. If they high five you, hit it as hard as they do. Don't.
Yep.
The one thing you can't do is soft hand a high five. That's
Okay.
just you.
Anybody?
I'm
know-
still learning about your culture and the etiquettes here.
Yeah. Well, you drink well.
Anybody-
So that part you got.
Yes.
And any of you who have a strength modifier less than 14 who high five all of these dwarves, you're going to have a disadvantage on all ability checks that rely on using your hands for the next hour. That shit just stings.
And those mitts that you're smacking are rough.
Yeah.
Nobody has lotion in this city.
But once again, the wizard suffers.
Oh, it's not just you. It's not just you. My strength is garbage as well.
Argon, you have a distinct advantage though, because they could be like high five, and you swing down with a low five, little man, and they're all like,
Whack, whack.
and they all start laughing at that, and immediately like you get, it's just props, just because that's a better joke than their high five moment. So
You get into the back room and your cousin's watching you. Goes, "What do you got there?"
Moonstone.
Fucking liar.
Seriously, look at this thing. Look at that woman. She won't even leave its side. Yeah.
She just smiles like without looking away. Hi. You have.
I just look at him. I'm like, you got to get out sometime. Moonstone.
How much are you selling?
Nothing. We can't sell it. I'm gonna cut it.
I'm
gonna cut it. I'm gonna take a little bit of it. We're gonna make a medallion out of it, and then we're gonna give it back to the person who owns it. Because by the time we've cut this a bit, it should be worth even more than it is.
We
But
still
look at it
have
with-
some of the.
To clarify, you're able to take a small chunk out of it. You're not able to cut and refine it at all. It's a stone. It's not
right.
like
Look at it.
it's not a gem. It's
Right.
stone. They want it in that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling him. I'm like, look at it. See how it already has this weird sort of smooth spot? I'm thinking this is the place. Like if I take it here, cut it with this kind of chisel, and I start to sort of describe my path with him on how I can do it to make it look, because truly, I don't think we're making it look prettier. We're actually going to just make it look more exotic, which will make it ultimately look even rarer. Right?
Hopefully.
We still have some of the material also. If your uncle, is it, that runs this place?
For what?
No,
The
this is the
stuff we
cousin that
used
runs it.
for the legendary weapon that we made. We still have some of that material that we were going to use for my blade, but
Nobody in Uthadern can actually work it. You have
Okay.
to literally go up to those dwarves up there. It's
okay.
Well, my dad.
your
potentially
dad might
could.
be able to, but that's the only.
And that's a whole process that they're not willing. Once they're done with the job that they've got, they probably don't want to do it again for
A
Oh.
while.
So, anyways, Argan, I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh. Counts as an intelligence roll for me. So
What was the first Dunamancy spell you ever figured out?
the first one I probably would have learned would have been probably Fortune's Favor,
Really?
because I figured it wouldn't have been something super high level.
Well, there's also the cantrip.
Oh yeah, the cantrip. So well, it probably would have been Sapping Sting then. You're right. That's the cantrip. Oh no, that's yeah.
Okay.
No, it counts as necromancy, not, but it's under the Dunamancy system. So
It's a Dunamancy spell. Yeah.
Dudamancy?
So, Argan, as you see them place it on the proper workbench, gather the tools, and begin shaping where it is they're going to cut it, you recognize a pressure in the air that is identical to when you sapping sting on somebody. What you do is you summon the weight of the area around them and condense it into a very fine point that causes most individuals to crumble down. Nobody else seems to be reacting to it, though.
the can I roll Arcana?
Sure. Magic needs to be shaped. Magic needs to be summoned. It needs to be controlled. Raw magic is something that is incredibly rare and fleeting to the point where you don't really believe in it that often, if it ever does exist. Even elementals, they're not raw magic, they're shaped, they're reformed. It's weird.
So can I think of a way? Can I see enough of the energy that I can kind of lead Forgem into something that would make it, make what piece he takes more powerful than a different piece?
Well, if you got closer to the object and tried to figure something out. Right now, they're going over the shape of the rock, deciding where it is they're going to be cutting
Making little marks with,
and where it is.
cut with charcoal on it.
Can I see that for a minute, Forgem?
Yeah, of course.
I'm feeling some magic coming off of it. That surprises me.
Oh.
Argan, you take it in your hand, and Sakura is just watching you carefully and smiling a mile wide. The density of the area around the Moonstone is heavy. The Moonstone itself is not heavy. Like, when you hold it in your hand, this weighs as much as a ball, like a tiny ball would weigh. But the density of everything around it is heavy as hell.
It almost magnifies gravity in its vicinity. I have Detect Magic prepared. Can I just cast that? See if I get anything?
Absolutely. This is a whole shard of moon rock. Magical components that are needed for spells from the Dudomancy spell list are not required if you possess one of these chunks. No components are required, even the expensive ones. In addition to that, this stone has the ability to warp and amplify Dunomancy magic to exponential portions. Though it would have to be worked in order to do that.
The whole stone would have to be, or a chunk of it?
You would have to magically figure out how to do that. It's not one of those, hey, I filter magic through there, it does it. It's one of those you would have to investigate it and work for it. And you also remember now the Empire has multiples of these.
So it would be so. So I'll tell everyone the pieces of that they'd understand, and that the Empire has some of these, and that might be part of the reason they were trying to capture me the last time I was there. I know they have an interest in this.
I'm not familiar with that school of magic, so
It's
I
more
feel like-
recently discovered.
I feel like you just described the buyer that perhaps Gideon was selling to.
That is an interesting thought. I wonder if he's selling to our old friend Icky.
Wait, you mean Trent Ickathon?
Yeah.
Oh, he tried bidding on this the same week we were bidding on it.
Did he?
Yes.
Was it
Well,
low, his bid?
He didn't know we were bidding on it as well. We tried to keep that a secret. But we won
It
it.
was a blind auction. He didn't know there was a higher
Oh, I
bidder.
see. When you won it,
Yes,
not
yes,
not
yes.
at this most recent.
No. We got this in
Yep.
Jigao.
So this explains a little bit upon why they arrested the lunatics in
Yep.
out near Rexentrum, because they were
Right.
probably after the stone that he had.
Or
Ah.
they had the stones that he wanted.
Yeah. Well, we know their leader had at least multiple stones, actually, because he had pieces. He
Yes.
had broken his up.
Yes, he had a chunk larger than this and distributed across all of his
Yeah.
individuals.
And they would have retrieved all of them, or at least a portion of them.
I told you they're powerful items. Nobody ever believes us, though.
I believe you.
I knew you'd believe
I
us.
do.
And she pats you on the shoulder, Argan.
oh, I know full well what the power of a gem can hold. So I don't doubt a rock like this could hold a lot of magical powers.
This is
Listen, our moon, she loves us. She's incredibly
the
powerful.
difference is this is innate. It's from the substance itself, where most of the gems, like Fordrum builds them as a vessel to hold the power of something else.
Well, it's from the sister,
Right.
the moon.
From the yes.
It's from her. She gives
Right.
it to us.
Is that Ayun?
Yes. What? No.
No,
it's the
Ayun's a
moon.
god.
Oh,
She looks out the window and points up in the sky. The moon. The lunatics actually worship the freaking
oh,
moon.
okay.
Like they
I didn't know
they
if the
worship
moon
the
had a
physical
name
entity,
as a
the
god.
moon.
But
She's the
the
sister.
sister. Okay.
Yes.
So
I-
is it possible to magically separate it into chunks as opposed to doing something physical to it?
With your Arcana check, if you physically put magic into this thing, you have no idea what's going to happen. You have no idea. But the way that it could amplify Dunomancy, it could be dangerous if you put magic into it. That's all I'm saying.
Would your master be able to assist Fordrum?
What master?
Fortune
Well, no, I mean your teacher, Argon.
My teacher is the lady that's here.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't she be able to assist him if she's more adept at this type of magic than you?
Oh, I've never cut a moonstone before. I've never even possessed a chunk of it. I've touched one before. I've walked on the moon. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, but forgot your pickaxe.
You're never going to let me live that down, are you?
No, can't.
But mundane, he could break it up mundanely. It's just if you use magic, it could go very wrong.
Okay.
I so want to risk it.
Think that. All right, so I'll let you know now. I have a D1000 Wild Magic Surge table. at
Oh,
the ready.
jeez. That's fun.
I'm just wondering if the chunk that we take out couldn't in turn be used in augment.
And it's not really necessary as an augment. But the problem is, yeah.
No, this is its own independent magical influence, and
Okay.
like, it is not meant for any other systems. It is meant to be dangerous, but powerful.
And the Empire has multiples of these. God help us.
Yeah, but they don't know a great deal about Dunamancy yet. All right.
Dunamancy. That's the Kryn magic, right?
Who said that?
Horn.
The crit. Yeah, so I've heard. That's the people that run Zorhas, right?
Yeah. Well, you heard about the Jorhasian spy that Trent now has, right?
No.
Oh yeah. It's the whole thing that like triggered the entire war. Behind the scenes information though. He ended up capturing the individual he was supposed to kill, and apparently he's been seen locked in Trent's office.
He's locked up a Kryn?
Right.
That's not good. If Trent gets more of this, he's gonna be far more dangerous than even he is now.
Well, for now, though, Trent isn't our enemy. So I say that we tend to this in the manner that we've sought to, unless what you're saying is don't touch it, don't cut it, don't do anything to it, it's perfect as it is, in which case then we may need to seek out our own. But this was the opportunity set forth, so
yeah, I mean, cutting it's not dangerous as far as I can tell.
I'm not worried about danger. I'm worried about blemishing something that is practical in its usefulness. Like, would a modification harm it? Because I don't intend to harm. Like,
how big of a piece is necessary for the effect? Do I know?
Sakura shows you this big.
And how big is the current piece? This big. Oh, okay. So it's not that big of a piece.
we're taking a cheek off of a head.
Yeah, about 1%. You're cutting about 1%.
You're making a resting spot for it in the box.
Yeah.
Actually, you're getting the divot.
Yeah.
Like,
We're making it
flat.
easier to
See?
buy a better box. It's got a flat surface. Use it.
Shoot, you know what we ought to do? We ought to figure out a way to make a bolt that fits in the center of it so that it actually screws onto the platform.
Ooh,
So the
that's
next
a
time
good
somebody
idea.
oh, that would fuck over O'Neill so hard on his next job.
He
That's a
might
good
not
idea,
make
though.
it to his next birthday.
If you take
He's not- and he's not here to know about this. So
if you take a core
Oh,
out
no.
of it
right.
and then fasten a stud inside of it, you wouldn't diminish the price because no
would
one
just-
would see the difference. And
Right.
it would be far more secure. Plus, we could get a core out of it, maybe big enough to have 2 pieces.
I'm gonna actually float that to the nephew. What do you think about a small core? All I need to take is something that's about this deep and about that big around. It would be on the bottom, but I would fashion a bolt beyond it so that when you mounted it in your display, you could literally screw it into place, so someone would have to steal the entire table.
Are you confident in your ability to be able to do that?
Of course. It's Fordrum.
He's a bright blade.
I-
The best crafters
Yes,
of Uthadurs.
I'm also a gem cutter and jewel crafter.
I-
I've been raised
I
since I was
point to
4.
the one he just cut, that big jumbo diamond that he cut.
Well, but here's the thing. To be honest, it's an easier job to do what I'm saying, because frankly, I'm going to take a steel shaft, cut it so it's the length, make a circle, and then I'm going to actually imbue it into this stone magically and thread it. Because
That's the issue, Argan. Magically. Any magic in this thing, you have no idea how it's going to react.
no, but it's my magic's affecting this, not the stone. It's affecting the rod. Yeah, I get
That you put into the stone.
that's going to be going into the stone. Yeah, no, I get where there's an issue that Fordham doesn't understand. So he explains it that way, and it's up to Argan to say that might be a bad idea. In which case, we'll see what I do. But it's a
Well,
possibility.
I would chime in that it's any magic make. It has the potential to go wrong if you channel it into it. Well, not necessarily. Could also be supercharged too.
So here's a question: it is porous, right?
Yes.
So the reality of it
Yes.
is that something that's potentially liquid into a bit of liquid metal into it would seep into the pores. So in other words, if I made a channel, right? So I burrow in, make a channel on either side, you route around, do the thing, then liquid metal would have a float that would make basically something like a nail head inside the rock. I'm not actually doing, and then the only magic I would, if need be, would be threads, but at that point I could thread it just as easily. So it doesn't actually have to do, there doesn't really have to be any magic. It just becomes a forging job instead of a gem cutting
And,
job.
and you could
for the-
technically
right.
do the threading prior to the insertion.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, if you want to try to do that, you're more than
I
welcome
want the
to.
permission of the kid of the son first.
If you want to try either, and you showed me that you are trustworthy, and if you honestly believe you possess the ability to do this, I will trust you. Just keep in mind, my birthday's kind of a big deal to me. It's my only week off every
Yeah.
year.
Let me try something first. I'm gonna take one of those pointy little drill like things that we have, set it on it, give it a little twist with my hands. Yeah. And I'm gonna go and just see how easily it will bore and cut into this stone.
All right, roll me a gem cutters utilizing intelligence.
Great. That's not my best.
Is this an open bore drill that you're using?
It's not. It's just a drill in my hands. Why is it not showing up? Or is it showing up on a different page? Hold one moment, please.
Different monitor. Nope.
Yep.
Different monitor. Nope. Different
There you
monitor.
go. So,
I know
there
the
it
struggle.
is. Oof.
So you take your drill and start trying to wiggle in, and your drill pierces into it. But you applied a lot of force to do that. It's going to be hard to work.
Yeah, I
this
wasn't
thing.
gonna try
And the
that.
problem with more dense, difficult metals.
Yeah.
Right, but like you're just trying to see how much force it takes. To do
Yeah, I
that.
just want to see.
You used
how
a lot
well
of
it
force to do
does. Okay. So then knowing that this is much more of a This is much more of a job. But I feel like our chance of protecting it in the long run goes up if we do it that way. I want the opinion of the kid. What do you think?
Do you think you can do it? Are you confident in your ability to do it?
You know what? It's a bad idea, and I'll tell you why. If we drill, we don't actually come away with the piece that makes what we want.
That's why I was wondering if you're using an open bore.
Yeah, we don't have that here. This
Ah.
is older than.
You don't have that in
We don't
this
have that in
century.
in this fantasy land. Yeah. I abandon it at that moment. So I go, this doesn't really work.
I could shape stone on it.
Yeah.
That's magic.
I know.
Wow, we cracked the whole earth. That's wonderful.
You do it, and then all of a sudden, tidal waves start happening all across the world as the actual moon takes a chunk.
No, don't worry. No, just stone shape turns into earthquake. That's all.
See?
Trust me, Argon, I had this whole idea about like I will meld into stone so I can stick my fingers inside it and start tightening shit down. Like all those thoughts of like I cast this, I meld into stone and do the thing.
What's the worst that could happen?
Right.
Yeah, let's get our sliver in. Give him
So-
a pedestal.
Yeah. So with having thought wisely, this is not the plan. The plan will be just to cut it to make it as good as I can. I will ask Sakura. Is that her name?
Sakura.
Yeah. She's still staring
Would
at the rock.
she pray with me?
I would love to pray. And she puts her hands on the stone.
Good. When she puts her hands on the stone, I'm going to put my hands on top of her, and I'm going to ask for a prayer of blessing and success and
Forge,
and
forge
comprehension. Yeah.
roll me a religion check.
Okay. This always cracks me up. Hey, I'm a negative
Okay.
-1 on my religion.
Hey, I'm a cleric, y'all.
Word. Ugh, can't believe it's intelligence. Anyway, yeah, so I know that probably the twist is I'm doing a dwarven all-father prayer over a moonstone, which doesn't probably do this thing. But my hope is and in the end I'll cast bless over both of us so that I want that which oversees the moon and to basically give us good luck in this thing.
I just put my hands on top of Fordrum's and start praying as well.
Fordrum's eyes dart over there like, if this goes south, I'm gonna be freaking out. Okay, and I even do the whole like, I hope that
Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Don't
That's-
blow up.
That's a good prayer. That is a good prayer. I'm not asking for much, just not an explosion.
hoping that no spirits and nothing from hell infects this. Oh.
Alrighty. So you give
Yep.
your prayers, and you wish to shape it.
And then yeah, I'm gonna do a shape, trying to cut a small 1% disc out of it.
Roll Jules, utilizing dexterity.
Remember, you still have inspiration if you wish to use it.
I want to use my inspiration, and I will use everything I possibly can. I know all you get is one-time advantage, but yeah. Here we go. It didn't do it.
Well, roll again.
Damn it. Oh, I think I switched to advantage after I did the thing. All right, sorry. Jewel cutter. Oh, that time it did it. Sorry.
So
14.
10. 14. Fortrum,
This shit's hard.
shit's very hard. And you end up having to use a chisel with a hammer.
Right.
And you're trying to use it like flint, like just slowly tack away at the flint to just break off to get a sharper edge. But then you crack directly through it in half.
The whole thing?
You hear Hornin.
At this point, fuck it, use magic. Use magic. We might kill this boy.
Your first failed ability check, Fortune.
Fix it.
I know your pain. So know your pain.
The good note is there is a shard you can pick up. There's like 6 of them, and it's in half.
Okay, so here's a question.
Yeah?
Fuck. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need a minute because I gotta come up with a plan here.
I'm willing to go outside of the city by myself and attempt to fix it.
No, you. I appreciate it, but I think so. Argon, like, I need some wisdom in this. I've done meld into stone before, and what happens? Like, is there a way that I think I could meld into stone, pressing the stone together, pull my hand out, and it would reform the stone?
I don't think so.
You would need shape
Yeah, which I do have stone shape. I even have it prepared because I was preparing for a heist.
Let's do
I
it
was going
here.
to stone shape a hole.
Let's do it here. I think I would rather you blow up my nephew's my uncle's shop than
Excuse
you'll
me?
be fine. We'll rebuild it. How many times have you done stuff that blew up? Anyway, we'll talk in a minute.
That was only 3 times, asshole.
You're not counting the shoe thing, are you?
5,
Thank you.
fine. Horhorn is still like just sitting there. He hasn't moved an inch like at all this entire time. Just you can tell he's processing a panic attack right now.
Bullhorn, you might want to walk 50 feet outside.
Sakura reaches over and picks up a small sliver. I guess he doesn't need it.
No, wait.
Well, we'll make what the 2 holes look kind of like the original one. They won't even notice that he's gone.
Could you help us as well, Sakura?
No. What? No.
Only one person can cast a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but she might be able to help.
Nope, she has no capabilities. This is out of her spectrum. Onel, you've been following these guys and you're outside the shop this entire time, and they've been in there a while.
Yeah, I'm just
Do you want to try to sneak in?
yeah, I'm seeing if there's any. I don't imagine there's any guard heat over here. I could sneak my way in.
Roll me a stealth check. Just because I want him here too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We don't know it, but he's
None
here.
of you. Yeah, none of you noticed, but he's been standing in the shop for like the past 15 minutes, watching and listening to all of this.
He's standing behind Argon's chair, and just every time Argon turns, he just follows behind it.
Actually, just holding on to the back.
Yeah, just like that kid in the fucking supermarket.
Yeah.
That's great. Yes. Well, whatever you're gonna try, you might want to do that before he has an.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Do it.
Stone shape.
I am here for it, sister. No matter what it is you want to do,
So
just do it and do
All right,
your
so I'm
thing.
gonna-
on
We
it.
have
Pull
our
out-
sliver, and she has hers, correct?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna pull out a sliver.
No.
for
You
Zarya,
guys.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out a sliver for me, and then
Okay.
the sliver for Sakura, and then I'm gonna
be happy.
put all of it, the rest of it together, and I'm gonna attempt to shape it back so it looks as much like the original as possible. Maybe
Guidance.
So
just like
you cast stone shape on it.
yes, maybe just 1/100 of an inch less in diameter, as I kind of spread the loss around the entire thing. So you probably wouldn't even be able to tell without a pair of calipers that it's different. If assuming the city's still standing when I'm done.
All right,
Yes.
I need you to roll me a d.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't.
I
bluffing.
have
I have this fucking table.
of my mind daggers ready to launch for psychic teleportation if needed.
Okay.
Can I guidance him? Is that even a thing? Probably not.
Probably not on a D1000. I'm not sure that adding or subtracting a D4 that we know whether that's good or not.
So remember when that group we were playing with blew up Uthadern? That was a rad game.
Roll me a d20.
Oh no.
It's the number of fireballs. No. That can't be good.
Why? It could be amazing.
Your intelligence is now 1.
Well, your chair's gone.
Wait, I'm reading the table wrong. My bad.
Say, give it to me straight, boss.
Yeah, which plane of distance do we now live on?
We've made it to the moon. Congratulations.
You know what kind of rock we're gonna bring back this time? I don't even need a pickaxe. I can get some rock.
Did anybody remember a pick?
Yes.
Fordrum is our pick.
Yeah.
My freaking weapon can be a pick.
I think I'm
Argan.
still carrying one.
Argan.
Yeah.
You cast the magic, and everybody watches as your hands, starting at the fingertips, become crystal clear, all the way up to your wrists. As you feel the spell go off, and you push the stone back together, you hear a whimsical, high-pitched giggle. That could have been well worse for you.
Hey, it's nobody.
And when you move your hands away, you successfully shape the stone back. However, Argan, your fingers are permanently crystal clear.
Interesting. Like transparent?
Perfectly transparent.
Okay. Because crystal clear kind of means I thought maybe they were now rocks.
Like crystal.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
okay.
No, they're,
Well, he
they're
is a
transparent.
Goliath.
They feel like crystals when you move them around, and when you look at them, they look like crystals, but they're that clear. They still function. You still have your fingers, but you are very close to having something much worse happen to your entire body.
Could have been an entire crystal person.
But anyways.
Turned him into a stoner.
You-
Wow.
Cade would have loved it.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, that's what happens.
And I just call Horn back in and go, "It's okay. We didn't blow up the shop."
Look, it's fixed.
What happened to your fingers?
Look, it's fixed. And they're like,
You have a birthday.
Kind of
Yeah, it's right there.
holding it with my fingers shoved shut.
You
so
get
can't
you
see
get to
it.
have a birthday.
Find a way.
It's worth the sacrifice, I think.
Very good. Very good. I'm glad you fixed it. Oh, whew, sorry. That was just so much money that could have just disappeared.
It's
Again.
all right now.
All right. Well, I'll be taking this back, and he takes it in his hands. And all right, goodbye. And he'll walk back with the guards and looks over at you, Onel. Who the hell's that?
oh,
He's a friend of mine.
hi, friend.
Hi.
We met him earlier. He helped rescue that for us.
Oh no, this is the guy who was watching the artifact when you stole the
Oh,
artifact.
I'm very aware.
Oh, you look familiar.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
Probably. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you. Gods, please escort me back safely. This is very precious and valuable. Need to keep it safe. And he just walks out of the shop now. Sakura holding her sliver up in her hand, just smiling a mile wide.
I hope you enjoy your sliver.
Oh, I will.
If you find our friend, you can help her on her path.
Sure.
Do you feel it with that small of a sliver?
It's nowhere near as
Of
grand,
course.
but I feel it.
Oh, good.
What about from the sliver we need to give to Rosario?
Well, that's slightly bigger than mine.
What is... Do you want a copy of a picture of your holy symbol on it? Or do you want to do that yourself?
This is my holy
Oh,
symbol.
right. Never mind.
Weird folk.
Yeah.
Man. Alrighty, well, Argan, it was wondrous meeting up with you. Finally, I can see you in person.
Yes.
And you don't need a pickaxe.
Don't forget. I'm going back one day. But hey, don't forget to do leg day, okay?
Yeah, I'm starting to see I need to spend a little time out of the chair.
A little bit. All right, she'll like give you a big hug. Mission big guy. Everyone else, pleasure to meet you all. I'll see you eventually. See you, Onel. Walks out.
So she called you Anel. I'm Fordrum.
I'm Sinclair. That's Corvus.
Corvus.
I'm Argan.
Argan. And is your name Onel?
Onel Kator
Oh.
And what does that translate to in lizard folk?
Draconic, it translates to Forgiven One.
Sinclair, you would immediately be able to translate.
I actually can as well. I speak.
Ooh.
So can
Draconic.
I.
Oh, everybody but Fordra.
I should tell you guys about the campaign I made where they're fighting and hunting dragons and not a single party member knows anything about dragons.
Yeah.
They need a scaly.
We have 4 people that speak Draconic.
Yeah.
Fordrum just nods, smiling like everybody else.
We'll
Yeah.
discuss that.
That's a cool name. That's a cool
We'll
name.
discuss that when me and you talk.
So,
And
Fordrum, can you fashion this into like a chain that like goes over my head so the thing like hangs down like at like a point in between my eyes down to my nose, so I can
Ooh.
carry it all the time?
Yeah. Yeah, easily. Do we still have that? Where's that eye patch?
Oh,
He's wearing
here,
it.
I just chuck it to you.
Oh,
Do you,
I don't need it.
oh, that's right. You put it in the mask, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
were you using it though?
Oh God, no.
No, he took the stone out of it.
Right on. So
You
I'm
really
gonna
want me to
just-
take this off? That gesture to my mask. You
No.
saw what it looked like last time.
Yeah, no, we're good. That's fine. So unless there's some reason, I'm just gonna refashion the eye patch into like a circlet type of holder for this stone for Argan's forehead.
you got a rock on your head. Don't call me a rock.
I am a rockhead.
So, think. It's right there, Argan, and yeah, that feels pretty powerful. Nowhere near as powerful as what you just saw, but pretty powerful.
Now I just need a pair of gloves
What you need gloves for?
so that I know where my fingers are because I can see through them.
Ah,
So
I'm pretty sure we can ask Fordram's mom to. Make
I'm
you
sure
pair of
there's a
mitts.
place in town somewhere that'll sell a pair of gloves for a couple of silver.
Fortune, this is a mine shaft where they mine all of
Yeah.
those things. There's dozens of
yeah,
gloves.
you need gloves. There's gloves right there.
Oh, okay.
You got-
But you might need those. Might be a little thick. You might need more nimble.
Yeah, they're probably a little thick and a little short on the fingers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you? Yeah, I mean, they'd be like really small baseball mitts.
Yeah. So like you're trying to put a kid glove on a adult hand.
And I'm
Yeah.
just looking at the pair of slippers that I'm still holding, looking at my feet. Argan, could you do me a favor?
What?
Are these magical?
I
I need to
can-
know if they can fit on my feet.
I can cast Detect Magic again.
I can identify them.
Oh, well, there you go. That's even better if they're magic.
I know what they're made of. I just don't know if it was magically imbued when it was made.
Doesn't matter. We just take them to my mom. She'll fix them. But I'll identify them while we're here. Does anybody have anything else they need identifying while we got a minute?
No, I just need to count what's in this coin purse.
Identifying the
Yep.
shoes. They're slippers of spider walk.
Neat. Yeah, they're magical.
Or slippers of spider climb.
So they will morph to my feet.
Slip them on. See what happens.
Yep.
You have to be attuned to them.
Yep. I had only one slot left.
Nice. But now you can cast the spider walk spell on yourself, I believe, once per day. And Argan, why don't you roll me 3d12s?
Okay.
Let's see how much coin he had left. He came here with that many. So that is going to be 170 platinum. pieces.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's a lot of gold.
Platinum.
Yeah, I know.
I have a question, and you can absolutely. Did they give us the bounty for retrieving the thing? They
Yes.
did also.
Yes, they did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was another 10,000.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add that into party loot.
Okay. Go ahead and put the 170 plat in there too.
Really?
That was-
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not the
it was all kind of us together. I'm not gonna claim it. Now I'm gonna probably spend
Corvus?
some money out of party loot, but
Corvus, do you wish to share your pillows?
Purpose is still muted.
I'll share one.
And not the body pillow.
What, you crazy? Of course not.
Anyways, I think this is a good place to end the session tonight, y'all. You've successfully found a sliver of stone to hopefully protect your ally, but you also have a tremendous amount of information of a potentially catastrophic circumstance of magic that can happen just south of where all of you are. But players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.